morning, guys. Before I start, we need to thank some people that helped put this program on. First, the Huntington Beach Police Department, the Huntington Beach Fire Department, cooperation from our own HBHS administration, Knott's Berry Farm, Pacific View Mortuary, Westminster Superior Court, the Waterfront Hilton in Huntington Beach, Jim Breen, and then some special members from our school that really made this event possible, Mrs. Hostetler, Mr. Ross, and Mrs. Jatone. And lastly, we owe a big thank you to the parents that are sitting here today, because what we put you through today and yesterday and for the past week, no one should ever have to go through. So thank you for making this possible. If you didn't know, my name's Will. I was the one that was laying in the street yesterday, all bloody, and they were the one they put me in a body bag and took me away. This whole thing started as very much a simulation, very much an act, a play. We were all just part of it. But I'm going to tell you guys that when I was laying in the street yesterday in a pile of fake blood with makeup all over my face, and the sun's beating down on me, thinking, you know, what have I got myself into? And I start hearing the sounds going on around me. The helicopter flies over, the sirens coming in, Tara starts crying, and I hear all these things, and this situation, yes, although it was a simulation, became very, very real to me. I will never, ever be able to explain to you guys how it felt. Words cannot describe what was going through my head. I remember when the paramedics started working on me, and I could hear them, you know, unresponsive, and I opened my eyes, and there was a paramedic holding my head, and he was looking down at me, and I looked up into his blue eyes and into his face, and it hit me. If this was real, these are the last eyes that I will ever see. I will never see my mother's face again. I will never see my teacher's faces again. I will never see your face again. I will never be able to tell my mom how much I love her. I didn't even say goodbye to her this morning. I'll never be able to tell you guys how much you mean to me. And at that moment, everything I felt was so real. And our goal here today is not to freak you out and gore you out with a bunch of fake blood and makeup, but if we can get you to feel half of what I felt yesterday, if you feel half of the emotion that I felt yesterday when I was laying in that street, we'll call this a success. A lot of people I know might not take this seriously. Maybe it's a joke, it's a laughing matter, haha, people die. That's not funny, okay? If any of you guys think that this is funny, you are more than welcome to talk to my mother when this is over, and she will look you in the face and say, this is not funny, okay? What I put her through last night, and what am putting her through right now, with her watching me on the screen die, is something that no parent should ever have to go through. And it hits you that this can happen to me. And if it's not going to happen to me, it's going to happen to my best friend. And if it doesn't happen to them, it's going to be my little brother, my cousin, or the kid in my math class, or my mom. It could happen to any of us. So if we can convey one thing today, yes, the whole thing is a simulation. Yes, it's fake. But the emotions that you're feeling, the emotions that you'll feel when you see the video, when you hear the speakers, those are very, very real. All right? So without further ado, we'd like to watch a little presentation that we have.